3-1. That's out to deep right center field. It is over. Rylan Galvan calls game. And fifth-ranked Texas sweeps third-ranked Georgia. 4-3-10.
Wow.
It's a chilly Sunday in Austin as we welcome you in for a top 5 showdown in the SEC where the 5th-ranked Texas Longhorns try to sweep the 3rd-ranked Georgia Bulldogs. Texas has taken sole control of the top spot in the SEC courtesy of their first 2 wins in this series. Arkansas and LSU a half game back each. Tennessee losing 2 games yesterday to Texas A&M. And we welcome you inside UFCU Dish Falk Field alongside the former Longhorn Ty Harrington. I'm Jack Benjamin. So Georgia looked like they had a pretty good response from the game 1 loss, scored the first 4 runs yesterday, and then Texas got it rolling in that 5-run 7th inning.
Yeah, I mean, Georgia got off to a great start, right? And defense came into play. You know, even for Texas made a mistake, Georgia took advantage of it, and then late in the game in the 7th, Georgia made a mistake in the outfield, and Texas took full advantage of it with 5 runs in the 7th.
And some of those runs produced by Will Gasparino. No surprise, reigning SEC Player of the Week has been outstanding.
He has been, and what he's been able to do over the last 2 weeks with his power numbers has been, unreal.
Well, over the course of these last 7 games, look at what he has put together. How about 7 home runs, 18 driven in, hitting better than 400 on a Texas team that's got a lot of other guys who are producing of late as well. Meanwhile, we talked about that 7th inning. Again, Georgia scored the first 4 runs in the first 4 innings, and then Ethan Mendoza fly ball to right that Daniel Jackson can't control, and everything gets going from there.
Yeah, and look, the wind was blowing hard yesterday from left to right like it's going to do today, and he got turned around. But even so, after the mistakes, you got to take advantage of it, and Texas came up with the 2 doubles that split the game open.
Jalen Flores, Will Gasparino, and then Max Grubb shutting the door. How about the work he's done? How about the pitching from Texas over these first couple games?
Yeah, I tell you what, it's been unreal.
That one bounces away from the catcher Galvan. He flips it home. Riojas covers in time. And they get Black at home plate to finish off the first. That is heads-up baseball from the battery. A tying run potentially aboard, and Mendoza, now Flores. Drills one out to deep right center field. McCarthy going back, looking up. That one is gone. And Texas is back on top. Dylan Volantis looking for what would be a 7th strikeout. The 1-2. He got him. How about the true freshman Dylan Volantis? He's been violent on the bump today for Texas. 7 strikeouts, a career best. 3 scoreless, dazzling innings of relief. And the Longhorns will have a chance to walk it off in the 9th. It has been a pitcher's duel so far today in Austin, Texas. And for the Longhorns, Ruger Riojas, some command issues early. He has found his groove, a 1-2-3 4th inning for him. And how about Leighton Finley and how good he's been?
I tell you what, he has been. That slider, it's not a huge slider. It's 84 miles an hour. It's got just enough depth to it. A lot of swing miss. And I tell you what, a lot of command with it and execution.
You can see the numbers for each of them. The walks have piled up a little bit for Riojas, but he was able to work around him. Felt like a huge moment when Georgia only got the 1 run in the 3rd, where Riojas threw 25 pitches and only 9 strikes. If Georgia can't win this game, they'll be shaking their heads at that frame, but a lot of time left. Henry Hunter will take ball 1. Count evens up after Riojas throws his 60th pitch. 8-9-1, by the way, for Georgia here in the 5th.
I'll tell you what, it's not bothering Henry Hunter. That shirt, that couple buttons wide open, he's not cold. Yeah. I'd have sleeves on, I'd have gloves on.
He's from Grayson, Georgia, 2 years at UAB before coming over to Georgia. And he cuts and misses. And Riojas has his 4th strikeout. And he's now set down 5 in a row.
He went right back to that fastball again. We saw earlier in the half inning when Ruger Riojas got out of the inning, he was talking to Max Wiener, and I can almost tell you the conversation was, let's go back to what you do best. Let's get back to the fastball. That 4-seamer, the top of the strike zone, it's got such great finish and life to it.
Colby Branch, a 4-pitch walk his first time. He's scored the only Georgia run. And he takes 93 right over the heart. Second year in the Bulldogs program after a year at Baylor. As a freshman at Baylor, was a freshman All-American. He hit .325, 17 doubles, were just shy of a freshman record there. Bat hasn't quite gotten to where it was in his first year of college baseball, but it's starting to move that way. That one just misses from Riojas. It's 2-1.
Well, you can see Branch shaking his head. That's a ball. That's being discussed in Georgia's dugout. They're talking about, hey, you have to stay off the fastball at the top of the strike zone, at the top of the triangle.
Well, he drops one in beautifully over the inside there, and it evens at 2-2. And that's the pitch you were talking about earlier he was having trouble commanding. If he can get that in, he can lock back into what we've seen from him of late.
Well, that breaker starts at the same eye level as that fastball they're trying to lay off of.
2-2. So they go upstairs, and now it runs full.
He missed too high on that one. That's out of that area that they're going to offer at it. He likes it right at the top of the catcher's mask.
And a cut and a miss at 93. Riojas starting to rear back and dial in. Back-to-back Ks and 5 on the day.
There it is, right at the catcher's mask. Watch him dot it right at Galvan's mask. Running into him. Tough to lay off and even harder to catch up to.
There's the K counter. So Riojas halfway to his career high mark of 10 last week against Missouri. Top of the order in Ryan Black, who has reached twice, a double and a walk. You think about Georgia, there have been a couple of momentum moments in this game already, and in this series there have been a number of them, but Ryan Black getting cut down at home plate, trying to advance on the wild pitch in that first inning. You can mark that one down as a big play too.
That's a great point.
He drills one out to right center field here. Farmer will give it a look. See ya! A solo shot off the bat of Ryan Black. His 5th home run of 2025. And the Bulldogs are back on top at 2-1 here in the 5th.
Oh, I tell you what, you talking about lining one up, getting in behind it. Ryan Black, who's already had a couple of hits in this game, leading it off the game with a double. I mean, he absolutely gets in behind this ball and drives it just right of the scoreboard in right center. He got every piece of this ball as he drove it out.
Well, Georgia this year, when he hits leadoff, they haven't lost, 9-0. They move him back in the leadoff spot today, and he delivers a solo shot. How about 2 extra base hits, a double and a homer to go with a walk? What a day he's at. Junior from Grand Prairie, Texas. Well, one of only a couple Texans on this Georgia roster happy to be home.
Yeah, enjoying being back in the great state of Texas. Played in this ballpark, I'm sure, a handful of times when he was at Arlington.
This one is hooking foul off the bat of Slade Alford. So for Georgia, it's their 2nd home run of the weekend. Remember, they entered the series with 84 home runs to lead the nation. McCarthy with 1, and now Ryan Black with 1.
mean, think about what you just said. And 30, coming in 32 games, 84 home runs.
That is a line drive right at Jalen Flores. Side retired, but not before Ryan Black puts the Bulldogs back on top. His 5th home run of the season, his first since March 4th. And the junior and the native of Texas goes yard.